Hey there, achievers! Do you ever feel like procrastination is holding you back from reaching your full potential? You're not alone. We've all been there, staring at a mountain of tasks, feeling that familiar tug of procrastination. It whispers in your ear, telling you to check your phone one more time, promising that you'll feel more like working later. But later never comes, does it? It's a cycle that leaves you feeling frustrated and stuck. But what if I told you that overcoming procrastination isn't about working harder? It's about thinking differently. It's about rewiring those internal narratives that keep you from diving in. It's about understanding the power of your own mind. That's what we're tackling today. I'm sharing 3 game-changing mindset shifts that will empower your mind and help you conquer procrastination for good. We're going to break free from those mental chains and step into a world of action and achievement. You ready? Let's dive in! Mindset shift number 1, move from 2. Let's talk about that P word that trips so many of us up, perfectionism. It's that voice that tells you everything has to be flawless, every I dotted, every T crossed, before you even hit send or share your work with the world. But here's the hard truth. Perfection is a myth. It's a sneaky little trap that keeps you frozen in place, too afraid to even start. Think about it. How many times have you held back from pursuing something amazing because you were afraid it wouldn't be perfect? How many dreams have been left unrealized? How many goals have been left unmet? All because of that fear of not measuring up. Here's the thing. Done is better than perfect. Every single time. The world is full of people who waited for the perfect moment, the perfect idea, the perfect version of themselves. And guess what? They're still waiting. Don't let that be you. Instead of aiming for unattainable perfection, shift your focus to making progress. Start by setting smaller, achievable goals. Break down those big, daunting tasks into bite-sized pieces that feel less overwhelming. Instead of trying to write the entire presentation in one go, commit to just outlining one section. Instead of cleaning the entire house, focus on tackling one room. And here's the key. Celebrate every little win, no matter how small. Did you finish that outline? Give yourself a high five. Did you finally declutter that bathroom? Treat yourself to something you enjoy. These small victories might seem insignificant, but they're not. They're proof that you're moving forward, that you're making progress. And that, my friend, is something to celebrate. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is still progress. It's about taking those baby steps, those imperfect but important steps that move you closer to where you want to be. It's about choosing action over inaction, courage over fear, and progress over perfection. Because an imperfect action is always better than perfect inaction. So, what small step can you take today to move forward? Mindset shift number 2. Replace with, let's talk about the language we use with ourselves, those internal dialogues that play on repeat in our minds. How often do you find yourself saying things like, I have to finish this report, or I have to go to the grocery store, or I have to clean the kitchen? We use this have to language so often that we don't even realize how it's weighing us down. It creates this sense of obligation, this feeling that we're trapped in a cycle of tasks and chores that we'd rather avoid. And guess what? That feeling? It breeds procrastination. It makes us want to resist, to put things off until we absolutely can't anymore. But what if there was a way to shift that perspective, to transform those feelings of burden into feelings of opportunity? There is, and it starts with a simple language tweak. Instead of saying, I have to finish this report, try saying, I get to work on this project and grow my skills. Feel the difference? Suddenly, it's not a chore. It's a chance to learn and expand your abilities. Instead of saying, I have to go to the grocery store, try saying, I get to nourish my body with delicious, healthy food. It's not a chore, it's an act of self-care. This simple shift in language from have to get to can have a profound impact on your mindset. It allows you to see the good in every situation, to find the opportunity in every task. It's about recognizing the privileges we often take for granted, the things we do have control over, and approaching them with a sense of gratitude and excitement. Remember, life is full of choices. You can choose to see your to-do list as a burden, or you can choose to see it as a collection of opportunities for growth, connection, and fulfillment. So, what have to in your life can you reframe as a get to today? The joy is in the journey. Embrace the process. Mindset shift number 3. Focus on the process, not the outcome. We live in a culture obsessed with results, with achieving the goal, with reaching the finish line. But what happens when we fixate solely on that end result? Often, it feels overwhelming. It's like staring up at a mountain and feeling paralyzed by the sheer magnitude of the climb ahead. That's when procrastination creeps in, whispering that it's all too much, that you'll never make it to the top. But here's the secret. The real magic, the real joy, lies not in reaching the destination, but in embracing the journey itself. It's about finding pleasure in the process, in the small steps you take every day that move you closer to your goals. So instead of fixating on the outcome, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take right now? Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about next week. Just focus on the present moment and the action you can take right here, right now. Maybe it's writing one paragraph of that report. Maybe it's completing one set of exercises. Maybe it's simply making your bed. Whatever it is, make it something small, something achievable, something that gets you moving in the right direction. By focusing on the process, you shift your energy from worry and overwhelm to action and momentum. You start to build a rhythm, a flow, and suddenly, those once daunting tasks become enjoyable, even fulfilling. Remember, life is not a race to the finish line. It's about savoring each step, each challenge, each triumph along the way. It's about finding joy in the journey, in the process of becoming the best version of yourself. So, what small step can you take today to embrace the process and move closer to your goals? There you have it, 3 game-changing mindset shifts to overcome procrastination and empower your mind. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. It's about choosing action over inaction, courage over fear, and progress over perfection. So, which shift are you going to try first? Are you ready to ditch perfectionism and embrace the power of progress? Will you swap have to for get to and shift your perspective? Or will you focus on the process, finding joy in the journey, one step at a time? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on tips to level up your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.